firefighters, what do you guys think about the need for paid staffing at night? I'll put you on the spot here.
Boy, you did.
As been said by several of you board members, I think eventually we're gonna have to. Do I personally feel like it's this year? I personally don't, but that's a personal feeling. And I mean, I've discussed that with Terry. You know, but I know it's coming. And Lord, me and Tate's been saying that for
Since we started the
since
ESD.
we started the ESD, that eventually that's the way we're gonna have to be. But, you know, it's gonna really be up to y'all to decide how many you're gonna do and where you're gonna put them and to what point are you gonna take it.
That's the scary part if we don't go with this full force, and that's the bad part. Terry's gonna have to make a decision on where to place these stations. If he makes a wrong decision and there's somebody dies or gets injured, or a firefighter gets injured, because we don't have the people in the appropriate area, that's a monumental task if you don't go full-fledged.
What about, I know you're in the high volume area and have done a great job recruiting volunteers. What about the other 10 stations, other 10 chiefs? Where do they come down on this?
You guys are good example.
It's all sitting on the back road.
I'm gonna say, why not?
He's got a great junior program.
So I'm talking about something, putting you on the spot.
He goes, I fell asleep.
What are you doing to grow your department?
Do I think we need the help? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I had my butt handed to me for the last 3 weekends in a row. I do have a great group of guys. Right now, we'll talk about the time frame. We call structure fire. Within a matter of minutes, I had volunteers on the road heading that way. Now they're on a pin-in, multiple pin-ins on a red. I say it just like a broken record. I'm gonna use Terry Roselle's words, and probably gonna get tired of hearing me saying it. We gotta come together like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You just can't have one or the other. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have peanut butter and jelly. I'm gonna have it. But I do the junior fire program. I start out with 11 juniors. I have one junior left there. She's almost out of school, and out of 11, I got 3 or 4 left. The other one, my daughter's one of them, but she's fixing to start college. She wants to be a vet tech. You know, so she's got her mind going that way. The volunteer, like, you know, what Tim's doing, I think that's a great idea. That's what I'm trying to push for. You know, we just picked up a new member for Station 3. He just graduated from the academy. So, you know, it gives me 3 members out there. I'm slowly working on that area. You know, Station 1, I'm a little low staff, but, you know, my Station 2, you know, we're the running Marvins, you know, we're running. You know, I got anywhere from 5 to 7 guys coming out of there just about every night if we get a call. We communicate well with each other. We know who's in the service, who's out of service. That way we know if we can go out drinking one night or not. You know, I mean, we communicate. I think that's the biggest issue is the communication part.
So in Winona, do you need us to give you paid staffing tonight, or do you think we can wait?
I think what we got going on in Winona is good, and in my opinion, the Monday through Friday is awesome. But like, if it's a weekend deal and I'm gonna be shorthanded, maybe call Rosa, hey, can you send me a pay staff to help me cover the weekend part? You know, I mean, this ideal, you know, until we get where if we want 24/7, then we can build up to it. But you know, if I'm gonna be shorthanded this weekend, Terry, I need 2 guys for the weekend. Now, I got 24 hours for the weekend. I can sleep at ease.
So is that pretty much standard that weekend is the biggest?
No,
So it's different each?
it's different in every place.
Yeah.
And
It's
most of my people,
Have the same problem. State of Texas,
you
man.
can't really set a time frame on when we're having problems, because 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you've got to go to work at 6 or 7 o'clock.
Yeah,
You drop a structure fire or a pin in or something.
gotcha.
you've gotta get up and decide, can I go help and be part of the community and help? Or do I need to take care of my family and go earn money? And that's what most of my guys are at. I got several young people. I don't have very many old people left on the department. We're in that cycle.
What's the,
Are you one of the
what's
youngest?
the minimum age?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What's the minimum age that an individual can become a volunteer firefighter? 18. So your junior program starts, what, 15, 16?
I thought we started them out, I think we're doing ours from 14 to 18.
So what can they do at
At
that?
the age, between the ages of 14 and 18, they can attend all training except for live fire. They can do fire extinguisher. I've been looking it up online. I got people up in New York been helping me out on this. I got their bylaws, their guidelines. When they turn 18 or 21, I think it's 21 before they can actually do live fire. 18. All right, so when they're out of school and they're 18, I can actually send them to live fire and then key in all their stuff. I got a certified firefighter that I grew up. Watch
City
grow
Tyler
up.
play pretty good to start off too, don't they?
And I tell them they can make a career of it.
Well, I'm just trying to think of some things that person put before those young kids to make them look at maybe firefighting as a career, whether they go to City of Tyler, whether they end up coming back with the ESD. At least you had to have something in your bullpen.
I look at my junior fire program that I've been working on, and I don't ask for help on running it. I do everything on my own with it. That's my knowledge. And I heard a speaker say one time, you gotta have that outreach. My outreach is New York. I got a guy I talk to every time. He's the one I've been following about the junior fire program. And you look at the juniors, you get them up and going. I said this once before, they're like a savings account. So all the information you want to till it's time to cash in, and they're done. I mean, they're gung-ho, they're ready to do their job. They have this chance to stay.
Okay.
I think what I'm hearing is that it varies, that Flint Gresham maybe could wait, and only maybe spread too thin right now, and spread too.
I'll tell you right now, yes, I am spread thin. Downtown Winona houses 940 people. I have an update map. I'm working on an emergency action plan at this time with the city, and mayor, and a councilman out there. Out in the district, I timed it in an engine from Station 2 to my county line on Interstate 20. It's a 14-minute drive. A tanker, 18 minutes. So, I mean, yes, I'm spread thin. If it wasn't for the fact for our Station 3 being out there, and my guys are there running, it does cut my time in half on getting a unit out there a little quicker and getting size up. So, yes, I'm spread thin. I cover, I want to say about 126 square miles in my area, I believe, 122. And 40 of it round trip is Interstate 20.
What about the other stations?
Earl, there's times honestly at Flint that, we lose sleep at night knowing that, okay, today is A shift and the following people are on duty and Tim's out of town, and I think all of us have those days that give us heartburn, knowing that, hey, this is, whether it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or just a random Saturday where people aren't going to be available. I think it happens.
Well, you guys are the ones that are giving up your lives. Your time. We don't want you to give up your lives yet. What do we need to do for you as far as staff?
I saw a deal where I'm looking into it. It's called a grant for recruitment program. You get a new member, you send the information in, they send you money to get that guy outfitted with bunker gear from head to toe. They help pay for billboard signs, banners. They will even fix you up a booth for job fairs at the schools.
But you can't use any of that grant for salary.
Sir?
You can't use any of that grant for
No.
salary.
No.
keep going back to the schools, and it's a good place to recruit, but the school culture has changed. They're locked down most of the time now because of obvious reasons. It's harder to get them out. When I was a kid, they would call the school, and there'd be a list of 5 or 6 of us that were members of the department. We'd meet the chief as he came by and jump in or on the truck back when we used to tailboard, and we'd go with him to the grass fires. Or if we could drive, we may be going down to the station at 16 years of age, driving a 2,000-gallon tank truck to the scene. Whatever it took.
Right.
That culture's gone.
Right.
You can't let them do everything that I did from age 14 and up.
Well, that's why we're talking about supplemental volunteer based.
Exactly. I mean,
That's
that's where we always recruited from. We've got one that we sponsored years ago that's just moving back. He's a Longview firefighter. And as soon as he gets moved in the house, I've already got his application ready for him. And hopefully that would help us a little bit. We gotta find him where we can find him. And he's a hometown boy, and he's told me he'll help, but he's gotta have a little time to get back into his house.
Well, and as far as Flint, from like 5 o'clock in the evening to 9 o'clock is our heaviest time frame. That's when we run the majority of our calls. I mean, it's like a huge spike in that time frame.
Another thing as chiefs we've been talking about is the difference of calls from years ago. We're running more accidents and more structure fires than we did 10, 15 years ago.
You got more
By far.
structures and cars now.
There's so many more
Exactly.
people out here, and there's so many houses, and a lot of them are in bad shape, especially in some of the rural areas. And they're starting to burn.
Well, if we talk, there's 3 of you, if we talk to the other 8 chiefs, what, are they gonna tell us they want more staffing, or they? I don't know. you guys.
The association president is here, and you may need to weigh in on our last meeting we had.